Better Call Saul, Season 3, Episode 8. That's 8, right? Called Slip. What is that referring to? Is it referring to Jimmy? Turning into Slippin' Jimmy? I don't know. We're going to find out. So let's get into it. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Affan, and welcome to my channel. In the previous episode, we saw that Kim actually feels bad for Chuck. However, Jim does not feel bad for Chuck at all, judging from the stunt he pulls at the insurance office. The camera crew that works for Jimmy is awesome. They even offer to return the payment that was made to them because Jimmy is down bad and he's not making any money, or rather Saul, I suppose. In other news, we have Playa, Nacho, and Mike teaming up and planning to kill the Don Hector. How is that all going to unfold? I don't know. So let's get into it without any further ado and find out if their plan is going to work or not. That's Marco, isn't it not? Isn't it not? Is it not?
Odell's Algebra 2.
Mr. Odell. Man, that guy was a butthole.
This guy loves saying butthole.
Couple of milk crates, you know.
Band-Aid. I feel like I've seen that.
No.
Not sure where though.
Boom.
That box.
You got 110 for a plain vanilla $50. This is actually rare. I mean, you can see it. 300, easy.
Now you're gonna tell me what your coin cost.
Get out of here.
Cops are here?
Barely get the words out of my mouth. He hightails it out of here to give it back. He can't find the guy, so he tapes it to the side of the register. He's hoping that this guy will come back.
Wow.
After that, every day after school, I'm checking the till. You know, something catches my eye, stick it in the box, put it up there for good luck.
Okay.
So for good luck.
It's a crying shame they lost this place.
Yeah.
They never should. Yeah, they worked hard. They worked a lot of hours for a lot of years for nothing.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The payout, not enough.
He could have sold beer and cigarettes to the kids from Mary Margaret's, but oh no, not him.
No. He's a nice guy. The world can be very harsh to people such as that. You have to be a realist, you know? Not a pessimist, but not an optimist either. Right in the middle. Okay. They did that close-up for a reason. I have seen it. Breaking Bad, where have I seen that? I thought I'd seen it. I don't know where, though. I'm sure you guys will let me know. We'll record. Oh, wait, this is the same place where they shot that thing, right? The truck and stuff. You know, the shoe and truck and all that good stuff. And also where the Good Samaritan got shot. Maybe even buried. It's a barren land, you know? No one would come looking here. You know, last episode I was thinking Anita, when she was telling her story, that maybe the Good Samaritan was her husband, but that was 8 years ago, she said. This wasn't 8 years ago, obviously not, so. But yeah. I wonder if he was involved with people such as that and just, poof, disappeared like that. Because of something like that. Looking for a bomb or something? Bounty hunter. Found something. That's kind of cool, you know. Wow, that's a lot of work. Is this part of the Nacho plan? This is it? The pipe or something? Oh, is that Good Samaritan? And he had a ring. He was married?
Off the old post road, out in the scrub, was past the Oasis Motel billboard. No, I don't want to give my name. I was trespassing. I went out there to find him Poor coyotes do.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of sus, you know? You just happened to find his body. I mean, it could happen, but still.
Over here, I've recorded the location
Chuck.
of the incident. That is, much of the time I couldn't be sure, so I just.
He's
and of course,
about his episodes.
times and dosages of the
The
medicine.
guy is so thorough.
Very impressive, Charles.
Yeah, it is.
Look at the trend. It won't be long before I'm back to work full time with no accommodations. Then soon after, I want to get back into court. I haven't argued a case in almost 3 years, so that's next. And I want to get these lights.
Well, you did one very recently.
I want this house to be.
Didn't go too well, did it?
I want to have a dinner party.
Nah, didn't.
No, great big celebration. I want 100 people in here, spilling out onto the lawn.
Is she gonna mention Jimmy? Jibby.
I want to be surrounded by friends and colleagues.
And you should be.
Stirring.
Doctor, I wouldn't have believed I could come so far so quickly. And I have to give you the lion's share of the credit.
It's remarkable. But Rome
I
wasn't
think-
built in a day. I know rushing forward may be tempting, but it's
I
important.
think you gotta give Jimmy some credit. The real credit, let's be honest. He's the one who made you realize.
Let's talk about the night you first called me. You sounded very distressed.
I was. I had to walk 10 blocks to a payphone. That was.
It wasn't just that.
I had an incident, a very public incident.
Yep.
Perhaps the worst experience of my life. It was proven to me in public.
I was just gonna say, I swear to God, I was literally just gonna say that it would take someone like Chuck for them to accept their illness, for it to be proven in a court, you know?
To me, it's as real as that chair. What if it's not?
Yeah, that's...
What if it's all in my head? And if that's true, if it's not real, then what have I done?
Mm-hmm.
It's all in the story.
Better late than never, right? Hey, Saul Goodman production.
Ready?
Just about.
I gotta hand it to you.
The commercial worked.
This is the busiest weekday we've had in the last 6 months.
It's all old people.
We can get those.
We can get
We can
students.
get students.
Yes, we can.
We can reshoot the ad.
Yes.
And then run that. How
Guys,
about that?
Joel, if it wasn't for me.
We are not gonna pay you $6,500 for something that we can do ourselves. You got it?
Seriously.
Seriously. Excuse us. Be with.
Wow. See, this is... Oh, man. Every time someone, or this guy himself, has been nice to someone, it has backfired. His father's a fine example of it, and everything that he himself has done.
What?
Put that camera back up. Roll it.
He's not gonna do it.
Now he's gonna fuck him over. Time for Saul Goodman to come out. Let's go. Slip. Time to slip.
No, if you're gigging a lot.
Are you gigging a lot?
Guy.
Just go. Thank you.
He's gonna slip on that and threaten to sue him. There you go. Go on.
It was a drumstick. It was laying loose in the aisle.
Somebody call an ambulance.
No.
Got him. There you go.
Yes, an ambulance. That's a good idea.
Wolves and sheep.
Liability insurance, right?
Wolves and sheep. You could be the shepherd. But,
Nothing else to do.
We ought to be having this meeting out on the fairway.
are you talking about golf? The only golf I've played is at Top Golf, like 3-4 times. That's it. I like it though. It's fun, but I've never played like actual golf. Pardon. Hey, Howie.
She can feel whatever we throw at her and then some.
Kevin, your faith
Right behind him.
today would be my sole focus. And I meant it.
Well, sure, but I gotta think.
there.
He's coming over here.
She sure is, and we sure are.
Seems like just yesterday she was logging hours in doc review. Always a pleasure to see one of our proteges spread her wings and leave the nest.
Wow. That didn't feel good to Kim.
Would you excuse me for just a moment?
Sure.
Is she gonna do something to Howard? Ooh, she's not happy. Ooh, she's angry. Ooh, I don't like it when she's angry. Is that a check? Looks like a check.
Hello again.
Howard, sit. I insist. Sorry to interrupt. To see you too, Henry. Nick.
Marie Austin. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
March 4, 2003. She's paying them off for the Since 2003, okay.
Sorry to hold things up.
Not at all.
Okay.
Wow.
If you want to give me Mr. Gatwood's number, I'd be happy to speak to him.
That's great.
One second.
Capable hands.
Great. Okay, you
He's still looking
Good news
over.
is the filing requirements are very
Got him.
similar to what was
Fucking
meant.
robot. Oh, he's gonna come over again.
I'll let Billy know you'll be calling, and we'll talk.
Can you let it go, you creep?
Look, Howard, you were very generous when I left HHM, but it never sat right with me that you covered my law school loans.
Seemed to sit right at the time. I'm doing damage control, and I'm doing it 3 meals a day for the past 2 weeks.
And whose fault is that? That's her fault?
Busting my ass, trying to repair the reputation of the firm after you and Jimmy dragged it through the mud.
Oh, right, not Chuck, right?
My power to defend my
Cool.
Oh, is that what you're calling it?
That's the job, Howard. And by the way, it was all very convenient for you to ignore Chuck's illness when it suited you.
Yeah, exactly.
Mailroom. Put you through law school, mentor you. And
Shut
then
up.
even stab me
Shut
when
up.
it's my fault. I'm not cashing this.
Okay, then don't.
Kim, your debt is forgiven, but anything else, that's on you.
All Jimmy and I did was show the situation for what it is. And if you are hiding that from your clients, well, Howard, that's on you.
Exactly. I think the situation with him is, you know, when you're mean to our people, Kim, Jimmy, you know, I'm gonna get mad, but I understand. The situation with him is a bit different. See, he's running a firm, it's a business, so Chuck is like his main guy. Like the way people talk about him, he's like a superstar, right? He's like your main player, and like if you have a football team, right, your main guy. He's Cristiano Ronaldo. So obviously you want him on your side, and you don't want his reputation to take a hit either, right? That's bad for the firm. So I mean, I get it, but like at the same time, this whole time Chuck needed help, and you didn't even try. Like Jimmy didn't either, but like Jimmy went along with it, but at the same time he would kept asking the question every now and again, like, hey, maybe we should do this. And when he would say no, then he would move on. But Howard never did that. He was just like, all right, cool. You know, when he bought him that champagne last episode as well, I thought he was just being a good friend. And maybe he was, but I think it was a bit more than that. You know, it was business and perhaps friendship. Whoa, is that chair in the ceiling? Is this La Llorona? The Conjuring? He's practicing how to switch. Cannot have that. The Howard and Chuck situation's it's an interesting one. We'll talk more about that at the end. Papi.
Llegaste temprano, mijo. Me da gusto ver que estás tomando interés en el negocio. Un poco de la gamuza dorada y ven a echarme una mano.
Sí, papá, ya voy.
Papa. This can be such a sweet boy. Man, this guy's got pretty good range, honestly. He can be very intimidating. He can be a crazy person, too. Voss, Far Cry 3. Check it out on YouTube. That's where I saw him first. The guy's amazing.
White sign. Red pepper.
Häagen-Dazs. I love their coconut pineapple flavor. I mean, I love all ice cream, you know, but like that one, yeah.
Yellow bananas. Green grapes. Oranges.
Which came first, the fruit or the color?
Soy milk.
Over there and to the left, just past the freezer aisle.
Ooh, it's all electric. He needs to buy a Tesla. And there it is.
White ceiling. Green basket. Gray floor.
Focus on other things. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I hope he's good.
What's...
Shooting a commercial? You got a free guitar?
Oh, new guitar. Check it out.
And lying on the floor helps you with your fingering?
Well, we'll find out about that later tonight, eh, Kim?
When did this happen?
Yesterday.
I saw you yesterday. You were fine.
That was Tuesday. You picked up clean clothes, remember? That's my half. It's good for the next 6 weeks. So at least we can stop talking about that.
Jimmy, I wasn't...
Just take it so we're square, all right?
Okay.
Sorry. My back hurts like hell, and people suck.
That they do.
All I'm saying is I looked at the numbers and I can carry us. Not forever, but at least until you're back to 100%.
I'll do what I have to do to take care of my half. You do what you have to do to take care of yours. End of story.
Okay.
You believe me, right?
Yes. Feel better, Jimmy?
He's having doubts. They're both being too nice to each other. And Rebecca, I mean, what? She's Rebecca, right? Just stuck in the middle of the... Francesca, not Rebecca. Who's Rebecca? Rebecca is Chuck's wife or whatever.
Do you think you have some time this week? We could sit down and talk?
You're going to use Jim somehow?
What's that? It concerns your malpractice insurance.
Oh, lovely.
Well, we should sit and talk it through.
Okay, that worked, eh? Yeah, I don't feel too good about that. That was just unnecessary. Like, I mean, I get Jimmy's side. Like, he's in this situation because of Chuck. Not only Chuck, also Jimmy. But whatever happened, it's done. Let's just move past it, man. Like, poor guy. Like, I know it's for him, but the cook is getting the brunt of that because he's actually cooking, you know? Yeah. Oh, wow. Doesn't look too good, eh?
Connector.
This guy doesn't get it, does he? I don't give a shit, bro. Like, come on, fam. That might be the first time I've seen a $50 bill.
This one looks funny.
100 ones are nice. They're like purple, blue, or whatever. A dollar bill. I've seen 15 our currency.
You see, is it fake?
It's not there. See the other pocket? Come on, go around to the other pocket. Oh, the cook's gonna see him. Oh, no, 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 no. Why am I so nervous for him? I like him. I guess that's why. Uh-oh. Where's the pocket? There it is. Is he watching? He's looking down. Oh. Cook. 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 Good. No. Cameras? Are there cameras? Probably won't have cameras since they're doing the cash transactions here in the open. Oh, so he just took it out. Now he has to put this in. Wow.
Took care of that problem over on 5th. That crew won't bother us no more.
Hey, do me a favor. Shut up.
See, he gets it. You do your job and move on. That's it. He's gonna do that thing again. Oh, this bill looks a bit weird. Oh, his hands are shaking. Oh, Nacho, he is a good guy. Well, that's good. Well, you know. Oh my God, he's shaking. Please, no one see him, please. I feel like he's sweating because of that, not because of the heat. I think the cook is... No, the cook is still there. I thought he was gone. I'm like, this might be a great chance to make the switch. Uh-oh.
Connector, more espresso?
More espresso. You know, I actually did that with a security guard once. Let's go! Kobe! 3-point line. The buzzer beater. I have these AirPods. You know, they're pretty pricey. For me, at least. I'm not that rich. I was going into a stadium. I was back home. And they were like, no electronics at all allowed. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, so what am I supposed to do with this? You're like, throw them away. Throw them away. Okay, cool. I just went back, came back with them in my hand like this and raised my hand like that. I'm like, check. And he just checked me and they were in my hand like that. I just walked right past him. I'm like, fuck you, throw them away. I went to a different security guard, I should say. There were like 8 lines.
Pneumonia at daycare. She's in the hospital. Please, can I go?
Sure, you can go, but you're not getting credit.
Judge says so.
Judge told you, huh? Sounds like that's on you.
Wow, this guy's a real piece of shit. I tried to give him a benefit of that last week, but this guy is fucking asshole. Reminds me of Chuck. That was a joke. I apologize. Calm down, Chuck Sands.
You're trying to sell something you shouldn't have to someone who shouldn't be buying it. Rhymes with mugmealer.
Yo, what are you, a monk?
I'm the guy who's gonna get you out of here and let you keep your $700 and you're gone.
You can do what you gotta do.
He's probably making another couple grand in that time he's out of here. Just follow his lead. He knows what he's doing.
The hell's this?
Hurt my back.
Get up.
Nope. My back's killing me. Because if you don't, I'm gonna sue you.
But you signed a waiver.
Signed a waiver with the city. But I'm not suing the city. I'm suing you, personally.
Gotcha, bitch. Yeah, you can.
This is the land of the free and the home of the lawsuit. I sure as shooting can. Bring that guy in with me and make it a class action thing.
You're never gonna win that.
Maybe, maybe not. In order to find out, we gotta do some math. Let's see. A lawyer's gonna cost you about $90 an hour. You're looking at 8 to 12 months of litigation, minimum.
I'll represent myself.
Great, bring it on. You got a car? Get a house? A pension? Kiss it all goodbye. Look, out here, you might be King Douche Nozzle, but in court,
King Douche Nozzle.
little people. Look, the judge and I will gladly spend the next 5 years in the courtroom. But for you, it's expensive. It's very, very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
You can go
when someone says something like, oh, I'm going to sue this company or whatever, I'm like, have fun with that. I mean, unless it's something really serious or super shit, you know? I'm like, okay, good luck.
Fine, asshole.
Yeah, he's the asshole. Yeah, I mentioned it before. Anytime he's been a nice guy, things have not worked out for Jimmy. From season 1, I'm talking. So.
My shit right there.
700, come on.
That's 700 I don't know spent.
Tell him we can do this every week. 700 each week. Come on, let's do this.
Yo, I'm on my way. Yeah.
This is the birth of Saul Goodman, eh? I mean, I know the other episode was, but this is like, he's properly now learning that being nice means fuck all, unfortunately. To some people. To some people, obviously, it means a lot. Like that crew, right? That he has, the camera crew. And try to return the money. You know, that means a lot. Like Kim, it means a lot. To Mike, it means a lot. Not everyone.
If anything happens to me, my family will never see it. You opened this place to solve a similar problem.
Mm-hmm.
And you think that solution could be applied to you?
As a one-time arrangement.
It would be unwise for us to be publicly associated. Wouldn't you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the Salamancas. I'm thinking a paper transaction.
Even so. Perhaps there is a way.
Where there's a will,
a degree more,
there's a way.
Difficulty.
Add Gus to that too. Where there's a Gus. And Mike, there's a way.
Would 20% overcome this difficulty?
I would not take money from your family.
Whoa. Okay. Man of principles, eh? Oh, and that's the end. Just makes me hate Walt even more. That was a very good episode. Again, a pretty slow one, although that nacho scene was very intense. It had me on the edge of the seat. I was losing my scheisse. But yeah, it's a pretty good episode. Before we talk further, though, if you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode, if you want to see these episodes and the next episode and the one after that and the one after that and so on and so forth early, you can. These episodes go up first on Patreon as well as the full-length reactions. So that's all over there. Link in description to my Patreon, but also in the description you will find links to every video that I have done on this channel. You can just go ahead and check it out. There will be so much stuff, playlist, like I said, everything that I've done. Thank you so much, every single one of you, for supporting me all this time. Now then, like I said, this is a pretty good episode. It was very good to see Chuck. I would like to see more of Chuck and see how he's doing and how he's handling life, you know, with this new sort of perspective that he's got on his own life. And Howard, we saw him as well. He's such a weird one. He's like... He was never really fully on board with Kim. He was never really fully on board with Jim. He was never really fully on board with Chuck. It seemed like he only ever did anything for them when they did something for him. So it seemed transactional, sort of all business. But at the same time, there are moments then with Chuck in particular where it would seem it was a bit more. But then again, compared to Jimmy and Kimmy, obviously he has a bit more invested in Chuck. Literally, his firm is, one of the partners is Chuck. So I'm not sure how or what exactly is going on there, but I feel like what's happening is that Chuck was the, like I said, the big star, right? The main guy. And he was the one getting most of it done. He was the one getting most of the clients as well. And so him losing Chuck would have been really bad. And so now that Chuck might be leaving or might not be leaving, but is hurting the reputation of the firm, he's losing it. And he's losing it over Kimmy and Jimmy. And it would seem that now he's sort of maybe pushing Chuck a little as well, because he was there to talk to Chuck about his malpractice insurance, right? That went up. So that's a problem now. So I kind of get it, because he's like, I'm running a business here. It's my firm. We're making money. It's not just his, but you know what I mean. And so we have to think logically here. What's the best decision we can make for the firm? Because you have to keep in mind, it's not just him, right? Yeah, sure, the firm, if it stands tall, he stands tall. But with it, all the people that work there, right? And there are a lot of people that work there. So it's not only in his best interest, but everybody that worked there as well. So I get it. I understand that very much. But again, when you come at Kim, that sound was weird, or Jim, that sounds a little better. No, you know, when you attack the people that we care about, obviously, it's gonna rile me up, and I'm gonna be against you, even if you're right. I mean, we saw it with Chuck. He was right all along, but I was very much against him because he was taking our boy on, and at points even Kim. But it was fun, though, to see that whole sort of... In this episode, actually, we saw a couple. I was going to say the shift of power, right? We saw that with, obviously, Kim and Howard. Kim sort of getting back at Howard. We also saw that with Jimmy and the community service dude. We also saw it with Jimmy and, well, that music store dudes who were trying to play Jimmy. And Jimmy's like, come on, fam, like, really? Like I said this with the Chuck thing as well. Like, if you're going to try to play Jimmy, like, you're just going to lose. Like, come on, fam, just don't do that, you know? Like, just don't. That's the best advice anyone could give you. Don't play with Jimmy, or you'll lose. Simple as that. And also we had, now this wasn't really a power shift, but more like something that might lead to a power shift. Nacho taking on, you know, Hector. Like I said, he didn't really take him on, but he did the switch. By the way, what a scene. Holy shit. I was losing it. It was that Dame Cook. I was like, he's just going to see it. It's just going to see it. And also someone might just walk in, like people are going in and out, right? That was really intense. That was that was a good scene. I like that Kim offered to cover Jimmy's side, because that means, you know, obviously she's supporting him at a time when he needs support. So that's her being nice. And then Jimmy refusing help because, well, he got the money now so he can actually afford it. But still, he's not out of it yet. He's still got 12 months of this shit. So maybe he should have accepted the help. You know, he can always repay her later on once he is back as an attorney. Gus saying, I would not take money from your family. I mean, it just shows that he's a man of principle. The same thing that I've said about Mike. And it just makes me hate Walt even more. Like, these people, yeah, they're bad people, but for the most part, they're trying to conduct their business in a way that is not hurting anyone, which is kind of weird because they are in the drug business. And if you're in the drug business, obviously you're hurting people with the drugs that you sell. Now, again, it is the choice of the person that buys and uses those drugs, and it is their fault, right? No one's forcing them to buy it. But again, you're part of it, right? So you have to take some blame. This is very similar to the Chuck and Jimmy situation. Yeah, Jimmy is at fault because he's the one making his choices, but Chuck has to take blame for being part of it. And not only being actually a very big part of it, as a matter of fact. But speaking of Jimmy and being bad, I mean, it like I said, since season 1, it has been happening, and it's happening more and more now. Now that Jimmy's down bad, it seems like every time he's trying to be good, people just shit all over him. And so he's learning that I guess he has to be a wolf. And I mean, you don't have to be. You don't have to be a sheep or a wolf. You can be, something in between and something in the middle. But yeah, it's hard to think rationally when you're down and nothing's working for you. It's very difficult. So I feel like this is only enabling Saul Goodman, right? The slip in Jimmy's side of Jimmy, Saul. Also, I thought it was quite interesting, Mike digging up that body, looking for that body. I mean, it was obviously Anita's story. I think her name was Anita, right? The lady in the pavement and all that. Her husband disappearing and just out of nowhere. And I think it reminded him of the Good Samaritan, and it reminded him that he might have been someone's husband or son or brother, or, people have a lot of relationships, right? I am someone's brother, son, so on and so forth. So there are a lot of people that might be affected by his disappearance, and very similar to her story, this guy just disappears out of nowhere. One day he's going about his business and the next day he's gone, right? So he spent so long trying to find his body and reported it to the police. So this is what I'm saying, like, it shows that they are good people at core, but they are a bit tight on money, and it's leading them to do things that is a bit greedy and a bit out there and obviously illegal, but they don't mean anyone any harm, I suppose. And actually, if you think about it, that was Walt's story as well, right? And so it's pretty interesting. I mean, it's a show about criminals, so obviously you will care for these people who are a bit nicer than others, because they're all bad, right? Let's not kid around. They're all bad, but some are a bit nicer. So you're like, okay, you know what? We get along with these people, but not those, not the Hectors and the Chucks of this world. But I do hope that Chuck gets better, and it seems like he is getting better. But yeah, that's what I think. Do get involved in the comments down below. Let me know what you think thus far, and what exactly do you think is going to happen with the whole Nacho situation, the whole Chuck situation, Jimmy and Kimmy, what's happening with them? Jimmy did ask, do you trust me? That it seemed like maybe their relationship, there might be something happening there as well. Do you think that moment where Jimmy's lying on his back counting the money, that's the moment he's like, you know what, fuck this, I'm going to be Saul and I'm going to be bad through and through? I'm not sure, it might be, but yeah, do let me know in the comments down below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Like I said, check out my Patreon. That's where the videos go up early, and also the full-length reactions are there as well. Thank you so much, every single one here, for supporting me all this time, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, have a nice